and welcome to my channel Options Trader Today. So today in this video I will explain you how the price of gold has moved in the last 2 days and how the price of gold can move in the next 2 days. Before that we start ahead in the gold for the next 2 days, you can see some of the economic events that has occurred. That is Europe manufacturing PMI. We have seen German, French and Italian. These are the manufacturing PMI data we have seen, which has affected the price of commodities as well as the stocks. Okay, before we move forward and explain you, if you have any doubt, mail me at stockmarkettradinglive@gmail.com and one more mail ID in the description. Please watch the full video so you understand how this technical work, and a Telegram link also given in the description. You can join that. To now look at this particular chart. Gold is continuously on the upside, as you can see looking at this chart. Okay, and it is moving. If you look at this particular chart, there is a narrow pattern forming. If you look at closely, it made and continuously is trying to go in a narrow form. So what it says that once the price break this particular zone, chances are very high we can see a sharp fall can come, or if this trend line breaks downside, then we can see it can fall further down. Okay, so now suppose if the price sustain this particular level, which is on a higher side, yes, it can sustain, as I've told you in my previous video also, that it can go further upside and a probability of touching 1833 is there. Okay, this 1833 is a weak resistance, so chances of moving further high is there. We can see it can go further upside towards a level of $1842. Okay, and if the price sustain above that level, then we can see it can go further upside, okay, to a level of 1848, and then from there we can see a level of $1857.71. Okay, now suppose if the price sustain above that particular level, then we can see this after 1857 it can go towards a level of around $1867. Okay, and from there we can see it can go further high and can touch a level of around 1876. Okay, so $1867 is again a resistance which is already a weak resistance, so chances are very high we can see a level of $1876. Okay, and now if you look at overall trend, how the gold price is moving, look at this particular trend. As I've already told you in my previous video also, that there is a pattern forming. This pattern is from 2012 to 2020, and the same pattern is forming from 2020 to 2022. You can check my previous video where I have explained these two formats. Okay, now after that there is a continuous downfall. You can see there is a continuous downfall and it tries to move upside. Now it is also trying to move upside. We can see this pattern can come and a probability is there. If a level sustain above 1879, then we can see it can go towards 1916 also, and then further upside, because 1879 is a point where all these resistance are being tested here. So chances of touching 1899 and the further upside is there, and the same pattern is trying to create here also. Okay, so chances are very high we can see it can go further upside. But if you look at this particular trend, we have seen it is moving. Yes, obviously it is moving upside, but it is moving in a quite volatile range. Okay, suppose if the price didn't sustain this particular level, or if it breaks this particular zone, what we can see? We can see it can come down again to a level of around $1820.73. Okay, and if that level move further low, then we can see it can go towards a level of around 1815. Okay, and if the price fall below that particular level, then we can see it can touch a level of around $1805, and from there we can see it can go further low and a probability of touching 1795 is there. Keep this in mind. After this we can see a level of 1795, and from there we can see it can go further low towards a level of around $1787. Okay, after 1790 we can see a level of $1787 to a level of 1781. Okay, and if the price fall below that particular level also, then we can see it can go towards a level of around $1767 to a level of around 1765. Again I repeat, if the price didn't sustain this level, we can see a level of around $1805 after 1820, and from there we can see it can go towards a level of 1808, and if that level also didn't sustain, chances of touching 1786 is there, and from there we can see a level of $1786. Okay, and once the price fall below that particular level, then we can see it can touch a level of around 1780 to a level of 1765, and once it fall below this particular level, then we can see it can fall further low, because this is the trend line. Once it breaks, we can see it can fall further down, and a probability of touching $1758 is there, and from there we can see a level of 1753, and then further low if the price didn't sustain. Okay, now you have to understand something. overall trend is downside. But why people lose money in trading? Because most of the people lose money in trading because they want to make double profit or more than their expectation profit when the market is not moving the way it is. Okay, and you are trying to move, making a double amount of profit and risking whole of their capital. Okay, what I teach in my workshop, suppose if you are trading with $10,000. Okay, this is some example I'm taking you. If you are trading with, try to trade with 10 to 15% of capital per trade, that is 1000 to 1500. Risk of 0.5 to 1%, that is $50 to $100. Okay, now suppose if you took 5 trades, your risk per trade is $100. Okay, that is $500 for a day, intraday. Okay, now suppose if the price, if you lose all 5 trades, your maximum loss is $500, that is 100 per trade. You can relax for the day. Okay, then the trade the next day, what it will be, it will not be a psychological pressure to recover this $500. What people do is they lose so much money, 5,000, 3,000, and then they try to recover it, and in the process of recovering they lose their full capital. This is what they do. What I teach in my workshop, how to overcome all these things. Okay, when to strategize, when to enter, when to exit, when to hedge, and all these strategies. If you want to attend that workshop, mail me regarding that and we can work out on the timings. So hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you're new to my